Welcome to the So the Bard Says. It's a RPG show of Dungeons and Dragons set in the world of the Forgotten Realms on a world called Toril. Playing today are Elena, playing Narcissa, a tiefling fighter, master of sails mate, and a marine on board the ship the Queen's Hand. Chuck is going to be playing Hilmatar, a half-orc paladin, and a recent add to the crew as the chaplain and quartermaster. Davin is actually a paying passenger on the ship and is a female dragonborn, silver, I believe, right? Or blue? Blue, from the far east lands of Kuratur. Rand is playing Roland Nilo, an elven privateer, and he is continuing the legacy of his father, a notorious pirate. Kasha is playing... Sorry, what was it again?
Astrid Morristan, Hill Dwarf.
Follower of course, Moradin, paladin. Anyhow, when last we left the party, you had just saved Waterdeep from a huge tidal wave. You were in the dungeons of Undermountain, and you were able to signal the City Watch and save the harbor for them to be able to cast the Wall of Force to stop the tidal wave from wiping out the entire Waterdeep fleet, basically. Following that, you engaged with what are known as the Lords of Waterdeep, these various citizens of the city shrouded in white robes. Mm-hmm. They are kept in secret so that they can judge the best way to rule Waterdeep without revealing any of its contacts or sources. There is one Lord of Waterdeep who is recognized and is public and doesn't wear a hood. And at any time, if there's a Lord of Waterdeep in the city, he can take the person in secret and look at them and know if they are or not. If they are not, then they're punishable by death. But this is how they come out of, like, they go into a building when something big happens, and they come out and they give decrees to the city, and everybody listens because this is the agreed upon rulership of the city.
And they're badasses.
Yeah, they're secretly from all sorts of walks of life, and that they are rich in certain spots. Some, one could even be the beggar, and he'll judge people at different times on how they treat other people, and also rich, wealthy people and shopkeepers. There is a majority of basic merchants and captainships, but that's really neither here or there. You have been commissioned by the Lords of Waterdeep to go out and find the source of this disruption. You would run into a red wizard named Elmister, who is, you've come to find out, is an extremely powerful and famous wizard. Mm-hmm. And he's explained that somewhere off on an island, the epicenter of where this wave came from, is a wizard playing with very powerful magics. And he can't get there himself, so he needs ships to sail to where the island is, and then basically teleport him with one of the rocks that's kind of like, because this is a fantastic world. They don't have cell phones. They have magic rocks that powerful wizards can teleport to each other.
I'm all about it. Let's do it. That sounds great.
So, but before you guys set out, you have to prepare the ship, and you guys can take a moment. I believe everybody leveled at the last thing, and they did add their bits.
I did not level up.
You did not level up? So here is a fine example of how to play Dungeons & Dragons by Wizards of the Coast.
Beautiful.
Serve your corporate masters. Sorry. So the bard says that now would be a good time to go to various and sundry places that you may or may not need to go in preparation of this voyage. The captain says, I'm going back to the ship. Get tons and tons of rope. Get extra sail. And try and also find anything.
Okay.
Try and find more crew members.
Ooh. How many are we talking about?
Just see who wants to go, because the lords are probably going to send multiple ships.
Oh, okay.
Because just one going is putting the fate of the whole city on just one thing. So they're going to probably be recruiting people, and maybe we can get a bigger crew rather than sending 2 ships.
Okay.
And of course, there's going to be all sorts of people trying to get fame and fortune, and in their own boats. What would you like to do, Kasha?
What would I'm a dwarf. I want to fight.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah, you do each have a job on the ship. The sailmaker's mate, the chaplain quartermaster. You still haven't been. Oh, you're the paying passenger.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're the navigator.
Mm-hmm.
You're the master carpenter. Yeah?
Perfect.
Your carpenter's mate is an aquatic elf, which he comes up and says that the merfolk are in a tizzy, and they've been recently attacking the aquatic elves as they're trying to harvest shoals of oysters.
Okay.
So you could go to a tavern. You could go buy weapons, have a weapon commissioned for when you come back. Go to a library to research a book on powerful magics. What does anybody want to do? What would you like to do, Rand?
Well, I would say as navigator, I need to make sure that we have the charts for the entire ship ready to go, and learn everything we can about the destination, so that we don't, show up and not know where the hell to go. And yeah, I would definitely like to make sure I'm outfitted properly. I like the idea of ordering a weapon to come back to. I like that a lot. But at first, I'd say let me go to wherever the, say, chart room might be. I'm sure it's either in the library or like the wharf master, harbor master might have it.
It would probably be in the wharf master's office.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make a stop there on my own real quick.
Okay.
Just to gain some more information and see if there's anything else we might need.
Okay.
That'll help us buy more supplies if we, know that, there's a sheer cliff that's 600 feet tall that you guys are going to have to climb over. Okay, well, we need 605 feet of rope.
Right. Okay, so the same near the same places where it could be. The captain basically tells you to go get the sail, the extra sail, the extra rope, and extra ammunition. You have on the ship, you have 4 ballista and 1 catapult.
Okay.
And then of course all sorts of other hand thrown bows and all that sort of fun stuff. So find as much missile ammunition as you can gather. What would Scourge like to do?
I think I need to visit Did we get our money from?
Oh yeah, I know. How much money do we each have right now based
Oh.
on the
Yeah.
bet?
Oh, you guys, a first level going into Undermountain is it's like 9 to 1. So whatever you bet is times 9.
Okay.
Didn't we all pool our money?
No, it's individual bets, I think. But the captain bet on us as well. I bet 5. I only
bet
had
80.
I had like no money.
I don't
So
even know.
I don't have anything.
So if you bet 5,
Nothing.
it was 9-1. So you have now 45 gold.
yeah, exactly. So
What a great investment.
I'm at 5 here now.
The
I don't know because I put zeros gold. I think I used it all, but I don't know how much I put down. I think I put all of it down. The problem is I don't know what all of it was.
since Kasha, you're the highest ranking ranking member because you're master carpenter. You're the party leader. I'm assigning you also as the party leader.
You are all mine bitches right now.
Yeah, that's right.
How much did you make on that, Davin?
80 times 9. Do you need a calculator?
No.
720 or
But
something.
I just
Wow.
forgot how much I just had before. 18 before.
That sucks. That's a lot of money. That's good.
Yeah.
I think I put down all my money, and I think it was like 15 gold.
Yeah, that would have been that does sound about right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know it wasn't anything more than that, so I think it was 15. And everybody, I had no idea that math was involved, as Chevy Chase would say. So if anybody wants to do that for me, that
15
would
was
be swift.
15
Times 9.
times 9. It's 135.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you really sure?
That's why she's a master.
Dude, do you want to? You should say right now. You should say, "Do you want to fight about it?" Because that's the
Oh
kind
my
of
God,
character you
Robbie.
have.
Just because she
Challenge
has a
duel.
PhD and a master's doesn't mean she can multiply in English.
Somebody's gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight.
Doghouse.
Math is universal language.
I know. Okay, so 135 gold you have.
Thank you.
You have like 700.
Damn.
All right. So now that I'm a 700 700 Yeah.
700.
I'm going to go to.
So okay, wait. You stop back by the inn to collect your
Yes.
winnings.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you head towards the harbor master.
I want to go to a weapon store.
Okay.
I would have asked the captain what he would want me to do.
You may get sent back to the ship if you don't pick something interesting.
Busted.
What is
Busted.
that?
No, it's DM. That's out of character. So if you want to ask the captain, ask the captain.
What do you want me to do, Cap?
The right. These are little bumps in the role playing. Okay, so you ask the captain, what do you want to do? The captain says that for you need to get the food in order with the cook. Let me describe the cook really quick. Sean. I can't remember his name. But he is a male tiefling as well. And he's a cook. And the actual cook is this old crone lady. Very gnarly old crone lady with like long nails and frizzly hair. The only thing she's missing is like 1,000 cats.
Sexy.
She talks with a very funny accent. Go ahead, talk now. She talks with a very Slavic accent. She's
No
very
dinner.
And she's slowly poisoning us.
right.
You have
You're
to
new
eat
to
what I
life.
made.
Oh, speaking of which, getting, recruiting, why don't we just send a certain, store, what is it, card teller, set everybody up and knock them out, bring them on board.
Shanghai him like he was. Yeah.
Recruiting.
Well,
Thank you.
as you say that, okay, chap, and like a whole bunch of Marines go down to the dock. So you're part of the Marines. So yes, you'll go to the docks to
More kidnapping.
Great.
Shanghai.
We're
guys.
just doing our characters, man.
All right,
This is
so-
our characters.
That's a good idea. The captain says, Chuck, go and recruit noble warriors for this adventure.
I guess that's what I'm going to do then.
Okay. All right. Roll a d20. Everybody roll a d20 for what you're trying to accomplish. Just it's a random d20 roll. See how well you do at whatever you're trying to do.
Oh, I critted at a 20.
20.
20 and
Are you serious?
a 20.
Oh, babe, we're gonna get the best maps and rope ever.
That's a 20 sign.
Or that could be the best roll you'll have the
All
whole
day,
game.
I'm sure.
16.
16,
7.
12.
12.
We got 20s.
Okay. We'll deal with the 20s first.
9.
All right, so you get to the harbor master, you make a super deal. Just write down on the yellow paper that you purchase a ton of wood in various shape, a ton of cloth, sailcloth, a ton of rope, and we'll say 1,000 ballista rounds and 3,000 arrows. A lot of arrows.
That's great. Charts.
Charts. So this specific island is what they believe it came from, is the very end island of the closest chain of islands to Waterdeep.
Okay.
It's a small rocky outcrop with a very short, small jungle, like only like a football field of trees before it starts becoming mountainous and rocky. And there's the last thing on the survey says that there was no castle there, but there was a permit put in, or the equivalent permit to the city of Waterdeep to make claim to it, to a gnome by the name of I don't know. We'll let maybe the audience can name the mysterious gnome.
Okay. So basically, I've got a chart that has a rough description of what's on the island, but a great description of everything around the island and how to get to it.
Yeah, the most recent survey, which is dated like close to 100 and some odd years ago.
Right. Which would be essentially a visual survey from a ship sailing around the island.
Yeah, and the gnome. We'll just name the gnome now. I wish I had a gnome generator. I need a gnome name generator.
Mm-hmm.
A nominator.
No me.
Get on it, internet. That was taken out about 30 years ago, and nobody heard back from the gnome yet. But gnomes are weird creatures. They do have a predilection and a disposition to tinker with things, and they're also highly magical compared to a halfling. That they can channel the magical powers very naturally.
That's excellent. They're in tune. They're touched.
Yeah. They're definitely touched, because there's also a race of gnomes that talk really fast without a single punctuation whatsoever, or never ever talking.
Names for you.
All right.
Gnomes. So somebody roll a d10.
D10.
Nose goes.
Yes, that would be this one. Okay.
Yep, roll
You
that.
have to roll it.
I know. I just want to make a 2.
A 2. Felfiz. Here, somebody write this down.
I got it.
Felfiz. Roll it again.
4.
Ormorn.
Ormorn.
Yep. Ormorn.
Ormorn. Okay.
Felfiz Mormorn.
Okay, I just want to point out real fast before you finish with the chart guy, that was a crit 20. Is there any other bit of information that we got? Because that doesn't happen all the time.
Well, I guess it would represent that you're gonna look for what he was doing, and perhaps look at around the same time of records what he purchased
30 years ago.
30 years ago. So you're able to rifle through those quickly and efficiently to see that he basically purchased enough stone and tradesmen by ship to build a castle.
Gotcha.
It seems he probably had a fleet of about 10 ships that shipped out all sorts of
Stone.
timber,
Yeah,
wood, timber and wood. The main thing that was you find is that it was he brought along 30 miners that he had pulled out of the mountains, dwarven miners that had left their mountain holdfast because they were dissatisfied with the political situation in the Dwarven Kingdom.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. All right. Thank you.
The weaponsmith. You wanted to purchase anything in
I
particular?
want to head there, by the way.
Okay, so that
So-
you told them you'll catch up with them after you're done at the
Do you want to go to
library.
the weapons place with a?
Sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you want to buy in particular?
I'm carrying 20 arrows in my quiver. I think I'd like more.
Okay, you maybe want to try and buy like a special arrows or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I want what's available.
Well, you could. What'd you roll again?
A 12.
A 12. All right, nothing too fantastic. The guy, the weapons seller, he pulls out some silver tipped arrows. And he pulls out some jagged, really jagged, like they're really big and they're really jagged. I think he calls them the armor ripping.
Armor ripping.
Yeah.
Really?
So they're
Ooh.
I think I want some of those.
I was gonna
Okay.
say you
So-
Do that.
need to grab that.
armor piercing arrows,
Yes.
and then
Arrows of ripping.
Arrows of ripping. And I have a short sword. I don't really want that. What do you have in
As a rogue, you should have something to sneak up behind somebody and stab them in the back.
oh, I thought
yeah.
no. We had already said you have
Oh, I have
you
a
have
ninja star.
an Asian themed
Oh, right.
Yeah.
sword getup. You have a
So
katana,
why?
you have a tanto, and you have a wakasashi.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, and tantos, whatever you want to call them, can like cut the skin off of an alligator like it's nothing.
Yeah, I think what was your weapons proficiency? I thought you had also like who had the trident? You're the trident.
I'm gonna try it.
That's vicious.
Which at first I was just
Where's
thinking
my
maybe, but I've had so
I have
much
a
success
short
with that
bow.
trident. It's
Yeah,
like
that's where you got arrows.
Daggers. I also have a ninja star.
Ninja stars. Yep.
Ninja star.
shurikens.
Shurikens.
Shurikens. Shurikens. Yeah.
He does pull out also, 5 fire arrows. They're specifically designed with a cork that you light and also a place to hold a bottle of oil.
I want.
A
those.
capsule. There's a capsule of oil.
take-
There's 5 of
Doing
those.
some
Oh yes, I'll take all 5.
You're
Okay.
gonna have
So
to
5
go on
fire
this adventure.
arrows.
So I have 5 fire arrows. And how many of the armor explodies?
10 of those and 5 of the silver. If you want to pay for the silver. The silver are 5 gold piece each.
No, I don't want those.
Okay. The flaming ones are 10 gold apiece.
Okay.
So
I think you're
The armor piercing ones?
the armor piercing ones are 2 apiece.
Okay.
These are for
So
special,
20.
like, badass monsters. You don't just
Yeah.
go throwing these about, killing
yeah,
like
yeah.
rats and stuff.
Buy also Warhammer because one always needs a Warhammer.
She always just likes Warhammers.
I have a war pick.
Yeah, I'm
Am I still part of the club?
Yes, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I love war picks, man.
The war pick was used to pierce enemies' helmets and
Yeah. Destroy
and
them.
breastplates and yeah.
I know what I'm gonna buy whenever it's my turn.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
what would you like to buy? It's now
Oh,
now
real
now,
quick.
now now your turn. You can show up like hey, I just researched everything in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're golden.
Big old brain.
I want something that does some massive damage. So I'm thinking maybe a halberd or something like
A
that.
warhammer, come on.
I know.
Get with the program, man.
There's
You
a
want
bill
snack.
disarm, a halberd. The halberd kind of goes like this. The hook disarm, however
I
you
want
pronounce
more
it,
of an
is
axe,
like that.
an axe type shit. Like I thought an halberd had like an axe size side blade plus the point.
The point, yep,
Yeah.
that would be a halberd.
Yeah, because I want to be able to. I can use it practically on a ship even if I had to.
Okay.
Yeah, what kind of damage would that do?
You,
and what am I running?
you would definitely no. You want you don't want just a halberd. You want a hook.
You want
A hook. So that one is technically the bill disarm.
Okay.
Gualmer.
All right. So, what's the damage and how much am I paying?
It's 1d12.
There we go.
And it's, I guess we'll just make it 1d12 plus 5 versus large. And you
Okay.
and you can also use it as a tool for hooking the other ships, or of course fighting with halberds
And
over
cutting
the rail.
ropes, things like
Cutting
that
ropes.
at a distance.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How much of my money do you want for that guy?
We'll take 10.
All right, that's a deal. I was gonna haggle, but I think that's fair.
No need.
95. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Thank you.
Well, I have great sword, 2 warhammers, light crossbow, but I want to have some small throwing hammer.
Okay.
Hammer.
All right. He has 3 throwing hammers. They're small. Kind of. Just imagine
The mallet.
yeah. Like it's hard to describe, but imagine a
A gavel.
yeah, a gavel. A gavel's a good way to explain it.
Tomahawk.
Yeah.
whatever.
Buy all 3 of them.
Yep.
If you love them so
Yep.
much.
They're super cheap. You can get all 3 for 2 gold.
I want all of them,
Yep.
3 of them.
2 gold.
They do have a little longer handle than just a gavel. They're not just like
So that they're balanced
Order in
and
the
throw well and
yeah. They do kind of make a right angle. So yeah, I guess it would be like they look like mole gear. You know, Marvel trademark. Because Stan Lee actually made Mjolnir up.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so incredibly. Think about it. After all these years, you would never know what that. You read it and you're a kid and you're like, how the fuck do you say this?
yeah. But I like him as an add-in to Thor's legend. But it's strange how the pop culture of that did. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, you got three throwing hammers.
What damage do they have?
They do 1d6,
Okay.
and you'll use dexterity modifiers when you use them. You guys, you rolled a 16, and you rolled a what?
9.
A 9? Okay. So you guys are able to fill out the rest of the sailing crew, and you're able to pick up just 2 or 3
Recruits.
recruits for the Marines. But you're able to fill the entire sailing crew without resorting to skullduggery.
Nice. Good work.
Yeah, or Shanghai.
Yeah, because I kind of know how that feels and it kind of sucks.
Yeah. What's it called again? When they would come into shore.
It's called Shanghai.
That's one of them. Press ganged.
Oh, press
gang.
Oh, right. Pressed
So-
into. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you didn't have to resort to becoming a press gang.
Yeah, but I want to go do the whole weapon thing too.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to meet up at the weapon shop.
Yes.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
You
See you later.
Can I,
Okay.
Can I do anything? Or?
Yeah, you could do anything. Everybody's got basically ultimately like 3 narrative
Okay.
beats to just kind of talk and try and get used to each other and like
Okay.
maybe try and get into the character itself.
Neat.
All right.
So I'm gonna sneak away to the tavern. But I don't want to drink because Narcissa, she's backing off of that stuff. You know, I mean, she uses it as an escapism sort of thing. And
Okay.
no more. No more.
Intervention.
intervention. But she's going there, I guess, to continue recruiting because she feels she didn't do very well. 2 or 3 recruits. So she's going to sort of talk to people like, hey, how you doing?
Find out like intel about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intel at bar.
What did you want from the weapons master or the weapons shop?
Yeah, I have I have 2 to 3, I guess, if you want to call it that, but mainly I have 2, short range weapons, 1 mid range, which would short to mid range, and I would like kind of either a long range weapon or possibly a throwing weapon. I don't want a halberd per se. I don't think it's his style, but I want something that could possibly pack a punch or something.
The trident is ultimately sufficient.
Okay.
Oh, I think you had a horn that you never identified.
Yeah, I have a horn. A horn, yep. 2 water sags, 2 gems, a horn.
That's great.
Now would be the time to change out the gems to gold if you wanted to, but
I'll hold on to them for now. I don't need to buy anything else really.
well, you're gonna need to identify this for 100 gold
Oh yeah.
to find out what it does.
Oh okay. Well then, sure. Cash in the gems so that I can afford it. How much are they worth?
How many gems did you have?
2 gems.
They were worth 100 apiece.
Okay.
So 1 gem.
All right. So I'll hand over the gem and I'll put the other one into my, or the other cash worth into my pocket. Okay. Bam. What kind of horn do I have, buddy?
You have a horn.
I know.
Yes,
Establish that.
you established that you have a horn.
Leave it at that.
Is it like a cornucopia? What is it?
Yeah, roll a d100.
Okay. I don't have the golf ball D100, ladies and gentlemen, but I do have the ability to do percentile. 20.
20, okay. A silver horn of Valhalla.
Ooh. Does it do anything?
Yep. You can use this as an action to blow. In response, warrior spirits from the plane of Yasgard appear 60 feet of you. Within 60 feet of you, these spirits use the berserker statistics from the monster manual. They return to Yasgard after 1 hour or when they drop to 0 hit points. Once you use the horn, it can't be used again for another 7 days. 4 types of horns exist, each made of a different metal. The horn type determines how many berserkers answers the summons, as well as the requirement to use it. The DM chooses the horn type or determines it randomly. The silver type has no requirements and it summons 2d4 plus 2 berserkers.
2d4 plus 2 berserkers.
Would you like to fight me now, berserker?
Mm-hmm.
If you blow the horn without meeting its requirements, the summoned berserkers attack you. If you meet the requirement, they are friendly to you and your companions and follow your commands.
For how long? Up to 1 hour. Or
1
until
hour.
they're down.
Or until they're dead.
You fight them for an hour,
They attack you for an hour.
and then they just leave. Like, oh,
Okay.
that's my shift. It's time to go.
That's a fantastic horn. Thank you very much.
Could you imagine if, when you blew it, like, to war, if you guys would have found that and blown it to warn the city, like, all these guys would have shown up and you might have rolled the thing that you don't have. Well, you're a fighter, so you would have been okay. But
Right.
maybe somebody else got it, and
Oh yeah, I was already nearly dead from that. So yeah.
That would suck.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.